Okay, it's the day after Super Bowl, and there were plenty of commercials for soda, as they usually are, but one of the newer ones was for Poppi right here. So we're gonna talk about Poppi and their claims for their product, what it contains, could it have these benefits, and then separately discuss the commercial and what their message was there. So I had to go to Whole Foods today anyway, and I thought I'd be able to get a single can, but I couldn't. Also wanted to get the orange because the only flavor they have that's like real soda, I think, is orange soda. But I wound up with, out of the 2 4-packs, strawberry lemon. So this is what I'm gonna try. Sounds like soda, right? Full disclosure, I haven't had soda or like a traditional soft drink probably since grad school. So I did chat with some followers and friends to get their feedback because they like soda and they like Poppi. So that's a little bit more detailed in the caption. Tastes soft drink-y to me. It's refreshing, I suppose. I tend to prefer, personally, sparkling mineral water, flavored seltzers that don't have that like sweet flavor, even if it is coming from stevia versus sugar or high fructose corn syrup, but that's just my personal preference. Okay, friends, now for claims. We've got different claims on each package and an entirely different marketing approach when you look at the Super Bowl commercial. So with this package right here on the top, it says, gut health, never tasted this good. And then we have bubbles with benefits, be gut happy, be gut healthy. And then on the side, it's talking about a better for you prebiotic soda, which I can get behind, because then if someone is looking to enhance their health, that is their choice, and they're looking for an alternative beverage that is going to be slightly more nutritious, they know that this is an option that is there for them. What in the world is a prebiotic? ISAP is the International Scientific Association for Prebiotics and Probiotics. They have an actual definition for prebiotic, a substrate, it's a compound thing that you're ingesting, that is selectively utilized by host microorganisms, conferring a health benefit. So you're the host, microorganisms in your digestive tract, they're selectively taking that prebiotic from food or maybe from this beverage, and they're getting a benefit from it. So the way that I've always explained it, and I love that ISAP says this too, is that prebiotics are like food for the good microbes in your digestive tract. Inulin is recognized by ISAP as a prebiotic that may have some health benefits, so that's cool. 2 grams, great. They actually recommend that we get 5 grams of prebiotics a day, and if it's coming from something like this, that's okay, it's adding it in. This does not replace eating fruits and vegetables and whole grains and legumes and nuts and seeds and all those whole plant foods that I'm always talking about. But if you're looking to get 5 grams a day specifically of prebiotics, this can contribute to that if you really enjoy it. You are getting 4 grams of added sugar. Guess what? An average soda is giving you 38 grams. So when we know that people are tending to ingest more added sugar than we might recommend for long-term health on a daily basis, this could be a solution for some people who are still looking to have a sweet bubbled beverage and not all of that added sugar. Now, if taste-wise, they're taking a sip of it and they're thinking, this is nothing like my Coca-Cola or my Pepsi, and I'm not enjoying it at all, then it's probably not worth it, and we want to look for other solutions for them to reduce their added sugar instead of buying a much more expensive soda that they're not actually liking. For some people, they may actually really like the flavor, and they may say, you know what, instead of drinking 3 cans of sugar sweetened soda a day, which is gonna get me over 80 grams of added sugar each day, I'm gonna have a couple of Poppis instead. A drastic change, right? And that's gonna affect things like our metabolic health, from blood sugar control to cholesterol development and a whole slew of other things. Could this be a great alternative for some people to reduce added sugar consumption? Sure. Could the prebiotics in here add some benefit for some people? I would say yes. Compared to some other prebiotic sodas out there, there isn't an excessive amount of prebiotic fiber, and high amounts of prebiotic fiber can cause digestive distress in some people, so we're cool with 2 grams, okay? They also use apple cider vinegar. Now here's where you're gonna see crazy things online, on social media. Luckily, I didn't see any of these claims in the commercial or on their packaging, but apple cider vinegar has been shown in some studies to help, if you have it at the beginning of a meal, to reduce the glycemic effects of that meal or the blood sugar effects of that meal in people with diabetes, okay? The problem with social media is that people take that study and they say, it's gonna help blood sugar for everyone. Well, there's an average healthy person who doesn't have blood sugar problems. that doesn't really matter for you unless you have a strong family history and you want to start to incorporate things now, which is a good idea. Apple cider vinegar is not going to solve all of our problems, but it's fine that it's included in there. Now, what we're not cool with is the way that Poppi was promoting themselves during the Super Bowl yesterday. They weren't really talking about prebiotics because most people don't understand that. And in the minute that they paid for, I think like $14 million for that minute, they were focusing more on not having bad things in your diet and how this is the new era of soda. We saw soda as a dirty word and bad. They also said their product has none of the bad stuff. So imagine yourself, if you're not already a soda drinker, at home watching the Super Bowl. You maybe have soda in your pantry or your fridge or even in your hand right now, and you see that and probably automatically feel attacked, right? There's a sense of maybe guilt or shame or a sense of screw you, why would I ever buy your product, right? And what we don't like in 2024 is food shaming. When we're attaching shame versus getting to people's core values and why they may want to make some changes to reduce their added sugar intake, it's usually not going to result in long-term benefits to health because they may actually have a lot more stress related to the decisions that they're making now, and they might not have been ready in terms of the stages of change. Getting into psychology here, may not have been really ready to make a change like that, and now they just feel bad when they're having something that they enjoy. The people that this ends up hurting the most tend to be those who need the help the most, those that have the highest risk of chronic illnesses like diabetes and heart disease tend to be the Americans that have the lowest income and the least access to products like this. So spending $2.25, that's what it would average out to if you bought a 4-pack per soda versus what you could get a traditional soda for is pretty extreme when in my home state of Pennsylvania, minimum wage is $7.25 still. So when you think about that, we're shaming people who really don't have access to it and they can reduce their added sugar consumption in other ways. What I'm getting to here is that Poppi can be an excellent alternative for people who may want to reduce their added sugar intake, maybe get a little bit of extra prebiotic fiber, and if they actually enjoy it, then this could be part of that solution for them. When it comes to promotion of these benefits though, food companies, beverage companies, PR companies, we can make valid nutrition claims. We can discuss evidence-based benefits of foods and beverages. We can even compare them to other products without making people feel ashamed about the decisions that they're currently making or about the habits that they're probably already thinking about changing. So with that, cheers. Enjoy your beverages and drop any questions in the comments.